Hey guys, coming to you today about the Paycheck Protection Program, which is the third part of the stimulus, the CARES Act coming out. Obviously, nothing is in effect yet because it's still not written into law. Today is 4/2/2020. So if you're watching this video at a later date, it might be in effect. But as of now, there's still a lot of changes going forth. So I'm not going to be showing what you have to do to apply for the loan or whatever, because again, you're not able to apply for it yet. And the application process is probably going to change. Because of that, I'm not going to post anything related to the application process. Specifically though, I'm going to tell you, what do you do if you have 1099 contractors? Let's get into that. All right, so first, to highlight the biggest thing, what are the allowable expenses for this loan to be forgivable, right? And there's 6 things: rent payments, utility payments, payroll costs, right? Group health care payments, okay? The last 2 are interest related to a mortgage loan and then interest related to prior debt obligations. So if you had debt obligations enacted before this COVID-19 crisis, the interest related to those debt obligations is an allowable expense for this loan to be considered forgivable. Okay, next thing, what if you are an employer that has contracted 1099 people, right? To talk about that, the maximum loan amount that you're able to receive is going to be based on, if you're in business in 2019, an average month of payroll times a factor of 2.5. However, your expenses to 1099 contractors is not included in that. And a lot of people are like, well, that's my biggest expense related to laborious employees is contracted work. Okay, well, don't worry about that, because this final section we're going to talk about is if you are a 1099 contractor, you are allowed to apply for this loan, and your payroll, your own payroll, the money that you're putting in your pocket, is a forgivable expense in relation to this loan. So I'm going to challenge you, go to some FDIC lender that is related to the SBA or SBA specifically. The SBA has an online presence that can get you a ton of resources related to what lenders are SBA lenders. Go to a lender, get this loan, keep track of everything. Okay, this is important to have good financial statements so you can keep track of where these expenses are going. Okay, because if not, it's not going to be forgivable. So you have to show that these expenses are related to those 6 things I previously mentioned in order for this loan to be forgivable. So I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm going to reiterate it one more time. If you have 1099 contractors, the 1099 contractor expense that you have is not applicable in determining what your loan amount is going to be, right? If you are a 1099 contractor, your payroll, your wages to yourself, are an allowable expense when determining the forgivableness of this loan. So that's the only question I want to answer with this video. Super simple, super quick. If this makes sense, I'm glad. I hope I answered a question for you guys. Pass this video around. If you are an employer and you have 1099 contractors, pass it around. Let them see what they need to do. Again, things are still coming out in relation to the stimulus. You can't even apply for it yet. Again, it's 4/2/2020, so the bill is not even written into law yet. So you can't apply for it yet. But I want to get you guys thinking. If you are an employer and you have contractors, that doesn't count. If you are a contractor, your wage counts as a forgivable expense. So hope that helps, guys. Again, go to promoveraccounting.com. If you're a moving company and storage company, we'd love to help you out. Again, my name is Brock Hartzler. Thanks, guys.